One of the main things when I was really in the thick of like being massively depressed and not even have the motivation to like get out of bed in the morning, I felt so isolated and so alone, because especially in the day and age of social media, and we're all guilty of it, everyone's life looks so perfect and everyone seems so
filtered,
abundantly happy that when you're miserable, you're like, why this, you feel so horrible about yourself. And so I'm trying to make it clear to people that what you see is what we choose to show you.
I always suffered with depression. When I was on top of the world, it became more and more and more depressed until it was like suicidal thoughts and stuff like that.
People would assume that you had the money, you had the belts,
I had everything. I had money, fame, glory, good looks. I had it all. Everything that a man would ever want.
Good looks
I
is
had
subjective,
it.
sir.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Right.
But still, I had everything, but yet it didn't mean nothing. I wanted to die on a daily basis.
What surprised me the most was how you are sort of brought up onto a pedestal and people revere you, and there's this big surge, and then all of a sudden they want to immediately label you as one thing as soon as possible. You know what I mean? This person can't be a multitude of different things. They have to be this. And you get a certain label, and it's kind of hard to shake that off.
Anything outside my house or my apartment doesn't ever really feel normal. It's just that it's just a fact that when I'm outside the doors of my apartment, people are watching me, and that's the life that I chose.
and you're okay with it.
I have days where I am, days where I'm not. Sometimes it feels absolutely stifling and overwhelming, to be honest with you.
And then I realized, oh my God, I'm one of those people. That's a small club, man. It's a weird place to be. Ain't really no going back. You can't get unfamous. You can get infamous.
Right.
But you can't get unfamous.
Right.
Is that what I want for myself? Did I get too big? Because I like people. I like entertaining. And the higher up I go, for some reason, the less happy I am.
As a Beatle, we made it, and there was nothing to do. We had money, we had fame, and there was no joy.
The biggest struggle that I've had with fame is that people think that you don't have time for their problems. They think that you are so busy and you are so fabulous in your glamorous life that you couldn't possibly have time for their problems. And I just remember, it was like over a year ago, I sat down with everyone and I said, I'm pissed.
Quite honestly, I just didn't want to be alive. It was a really, really, really crazy time for me, and I didn't want to see anybody because, you know, for me, like I saw myself as letting so many people down, and me, myself in particular, and that's hard to carry. I'm now addressing these issues that I have, and I'm openly talking about them. I mean, I'm still struggling weekly or, you know, from time to time I'll have bad days where I do go into a depression state.
It's hard to see your name in print in a negative way. It's hard to hear rumors about you that are not true. That pulls you away a little bit, and it's caused me to withdraw quite a bit, you know. Everything about you is magnified, and your ugliness is really ugly, and that little pimple on your face is a huge bump.
You know, it's hard to go anywhere, and even the people on the street who try and be polite bug me because they, you know, they see they're determined not to bother me, which is nice of them, but then you see them and they know you, they've caught you, and it's very small of me, but even that bothers me.
And I remember thinking like, oh, that sitcom's coming, like that sitcom, it's coming. And when I got it, I mean, I won't say it was a depression, but you kind of go through a disappointment because that fame or that thing didn't satisfy the way you thought it was going to satisfy.
Do you ever think about every person you talk to is putting on an act, a total show?
It's a problem.